Right, so this is my second attempt at recording a video to show you how to add a new section to the St Martin Chalet's website. So for a start, I'll show you what I've got. I have a little folder here on my desktop called Claire Taylor. Claire has written some stories about hikes around the region, and I want to add her story about cycling from the chalet to the Guriak Valley. So here you can see she has written the story, and she's got some pictures in there as well, which is great. And I have already taken the pictures out. I've got them separately so that I don't have to extract them from the Word document. So I'll keep that to one side, and I will open up my simpler Word document, which is just the text. So we're going to add this text into a new blog page. So for a start, I'm going to copy it out of the Word document, and I'm going to put it into TextPad. I've just pasted that into TextPad. I've done that because Word sometimes creates some weird formatting, and although it's not always a problem, it's something I just do as a precaution. So I'll copy it out of there again, and now it's on my clipboard. Okay, so what I need is a new page, and this is a page, not a post, because it is going to go in summer holidays hiking. And I'll show you where it's going to sit later, but I'm actually going to put it into the sidebar here, and I'll show you how to do that in another recording so it doesn't get too complicated. So for now, I just want a new page within the hiking section. So we're going to call it Lungau Hikes, and I've already got it on my clipboard, so I'm just pasting it in, as simple as that. Okay, now I want to give it a header, and this is the header that was already in the document, and I could use Visual Editor if I want, and then I could make it bold, but I never do that these days. It's better to work in the text editor, and for a header I just use H3 in those little brackets there, and when the header finishes I do the same but with a slash across, and if I look back into the visual editor you can see that's now a title. So I always work in the text editor. So there's the title, here's the text, and I now want to work my way down this right hand column and make sure that everything is correct. So this is going to go into the hiking section. So if I scroll through here, I can find summer holidays, hiking food and drink, hiking and climbing in the Austrian Alps, and that's where it's going. So that's the parent. Don't need any of this, but I do want the hiking sidebar. This one, hiking sidebar. Oh, hang on, hiking guide maybe. What have we got there? Okay, let's do hiking guide. I thought I hadn't created that, but I obviously have. Right, so we've now got our post. We know where it's going. We now want to put a featured image. Actually, before I do that, I'll close that. I'm just going to publish this so you can see what it looks like at the moment. Come on, internet. So view page. And that is basically all we've got. You see there's no image across the top because that is where the featured image goes. Pretty simple, but not very nice looking. So we'll edit that page again. And we'll add a featured image. Now, just to show you what I mean, if I just select any old image, not that one, you can see that's actually quite a good dimension. Okay, if I use this one, I actually need one that is 940 by 387. So let's just use this one to show you what I mean. And I'll publish that. Okay, preview the changes. And it won't look very good when it finally opens. You see? So the image is not wide enough and too deep, so it doesn't fit in with the rest of the website. So we're going to remove that featured image, and we'll put in one that looks a bit more suitable. I'm actually going to search for banner just to try and speed it up a bit. (940 by 387). Okay, could use that one. I'll use that one. Okay, so everything is in place except we don't have anything in here. So the title's fine, but we do need a meta description and we do need an excerpt, which is basically the same thing for our purposes. So I'm going to borrow a bit of this text just for speed. Start here. Okay, that's too long, so I'll make something up. Because of the Gurianic Valley through Thamesveg. The following route takes you around the outskirts of the town, avoiding the traffic. Should be about right. Yes, look at that, perfect. And then I'll copy and paste that into our excerpt as well. Okay, so that is pretty much the page as we need it. But I do want to, I don't bother with this anymore, the focus keyword, but if I do, it will give me an idea of where these words appear, but I think we need to worry less about that these days. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is bring back our Word document and see where the images are. And I'm going to add these images. But before I do that, I'm going to stop this recording and do another one because the images probably deserve a recording of their own. So I'll update that post, and that basically is the simple version of how to add a post, or a page I should say. Okay, I'll be back very shortly.